Thank you very much for having me today. I will shift a little bit and try to speak about the region. And I will speak about the lithium mining impacts on to RAMSAR sites, but what about the others, as we heard before? So the case study will be about Lagunas Altoandinas and Puneñas de Catamarca. And we all know what we are submerged in the climate crisis. We agree with the strategic transition into renewable energy and, of course, the emerging electric vehicles technologies. But this drives the lithium mining and the biggest change in mineral demand 40 times as per the Paris Agreement goals. So this takes us to the lithium triangle, where 58% of the lithium is located at the north of Chile, Argentina, and south of Bolivia. And there you have the high Andean wetlands, where, of course, it's a dry area, water deficit, the evaporation, it's many times the falling. And the vegetation then is maintained by the underground water, which is what it exists in the area. Of course, there we have the wetlands, sources of life, we all share that, but in this case, they also provide essential resources for human activities and this highly adapted biodiversity with high levels of endemic species, and these rare flamingos, different types, and avocets, and they need the many wetlands that act as oases, really, in a dry area. So lithium mining impacts are because of the lithium extraction, consists of extracting it from the brine, which is in the subground, and to convert it, concentrate it into lithium carbonate. And for you to have a rough idea, 1 ton of lithium means 2 million liters of water to be evaporated from the area. And last year, 467,000 tons of lithium were produced in this region. So just one example, in the area we're talking in the north of Argentina, one mining operation, it's 93,000 soccer fields. So, of course, this extraction of water lowers the water tables and disconnects the vegetation from the underground water, affecting wildlife in general. So, but we have to talk about RAMSAR sites, and there are 6 RAMSAR sites that could be or are exposed to this activity. There are 22 priority sites for Andean and Puna flamingos, which are vulnerable, only 15 protected areas. And this takes us to our case study in Catamarca province of Argentina in the north. The pinkish area is the 2 sub-sites of the RAMSAR site, created in 2009. And here, in this area, there are 18 lithium projects growing. So which are the threats? Of course, if there are 4 of these big projects for extracting lithium in the area, you can expect impacts. The extraction of water also impacts other close basins because they are connected underground. They use, as I said, large volumes of water, but also from very small rivers in the area for many years. The cumulative impacts are not really evaluated at the basin level. And this causes impacts to indigenous culture that's, I would say, merely survive with the cattle in the area. This makes also a huge impact in developing tourism, very humble one, and expose harmful salts in the area. So we propose that driving countries that share this responsibility for how and where lithium is exploded in order to minimize its cost to the environment and society, to avoid areas recognized for their importance in international conservation, to support research into and innovation for the application of new technologies that will consume less water, that have lower environmental impact, and promote the role of these ecosystems in providing key resources for Andean communities, as well as contributing to climate change adaptation. Thank you very much.